Hello, everyone. And I gotta go down here, send out the link, copy the link, and paste it. Do 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 do. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. There's nobody on yet. I'm gonna have to speak in. I'm gonna have to charge my phone, but I can still be on panel. I'm down to 23, so I'm gonna charge her up here. Do 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 do. Hey, Casper. Glad you can make it. Feel free to come up on panel. Okay, thanks, Casper. Appreciate that. He's gonna share me out. We do try to keep it PG here, so yeah. um, so sometimes sometimes it gets a little wild, but I will say it's all in good fun. She said, Kendra said she had to charge her phone. I guess it broke on her, the camera, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I understand, Bob. Good night, Bob. Love you, Bob. He's been tired all day working on new vlogs. And he said he was going to say good night and much love. Dad says the same back to you. Hope to get to see you tomorrow night, Bob. Hey, Casper.
Hey, Ford man, how you doing, man?
Oh, doing all right about yourself.
Hi.
I'm getting feedback.
Oh, are you? Sorry, I'll turn that off. There you go. How's that? That should be better. How's everything, man?
Everything's good.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be a part of your show today. I appreciate that. I've
Yeah.
been meaning to come on and chat with you, but I'm usually going to bed around this time. But I'm off tomorrow, so I can stay up a little bit later, which is a good thing. So, how's everything with you? What did you do today?
Oh, today, I just been uh, watching a few YouTube videos that I haven't watched yet,
Okay.
and I've been kind of waiting around for hear back from about my PC guy. My computer decided that it was done and it won't turn on, so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So
Okay, so you're getting it fixed.
hopefully, if it's not if it's not too costly,
Yeah,
uh,
well,
uh, it,
computer repairs is usually quite expensive. That's why it's best if you can fix it yourself. But and it also depends on where you're taking it to, right?
yeah, well, uh, I will go ahead and just flat out tell you, I'm not no computer technology person. I'm I know nothing about that stuff.
Yeah, me neither. I know nothing. So
Uh,
I mean, I take mine to the Apple store if I have any issues, and sometimes they fix it for free for me, sometimes they don't. But I haven't had too many problems with my Apple, with my iMac so far. Fingers crossed. Uh,
yeah, I've had
sometimes I've had to factory reset it in order
yeah,
to fix the problem. But other than that, it's been pretty good to me. So fingers crossed, though. It is an old computer. It's a
uh,
2010.
yeah.
Mhm. Did you try any taste testing today?
I let's see. No, not today. I haven't tried any
No.
taste tests today.
Your dad seems like he's a pretty good cook. Is he?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he is very good.
So
I will,
you were
I will.
asking me. Your dad wanted to know where I live. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Edmonton, Alberta,
Canada.
Canada.
You're up around where, let me think a minute. Um, I can't, oh my word. I've known this family for I don't know how many years. Uh, the wrestling family.
The wrestling family.
Uh,
I don't know him now.
uh,
Are they in Alberta too?
Is the wrestling family in Alberta too?
it could be. Well, there's two or three of them, but I'm thinking the if I can think of her name, her daddy just died here recently.
Her daddy just died here recently.
Oh, really? Wow. Sorry to hear that, man.
He was and his brother, Bret Hart, the Hart family.
The Bret Hart, the Hart
Oh, you mean like the WrestleMania guy?
WrestleMania guy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
yeah.
right. Yeah.
I can't remember if they're from Edmonton or from Alberta.
He's from Calgary, I believe. Calgary.
Okay, and then there was uh, the Kurt and his brother. Uh, they had that crazy hand grip, but they grabbed you by the head and knocked you out.
Yeah, yeah. He used to be a good wrestler. Yeah.
Uh, their dad had one wrestling school, and the Harts had another one.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Cool. I didn't know. I didn't know that.
something I can't even remember. Golly, I had a lot of these guys I hadn't seen
He's more into wrestling than I am. I'm not much
Yeah,
of a fan.
I used to love wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my favorite guy was the Hulk, and what was the other one? What was the other guy's name? He's very tall. The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
oh yeah,
The Undertaker was my favorite guy. He was really cool.
Mark Kelly.
Mark
Yeah,
Count.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I've always wanted to go see a wrestling match.
yeah, him,
Myself,
his
but I
brother.
never had the opportunity.
You
That'd
know,
be
his
cool.
brother's governor down, or his mayor down in Knoxville down here where we live, didn't he?
Have you guys been to a live wrestling match?
I
used
have.
to go all the time.
I haven't, but Dad has.
Okay. You guys have really cool accents, by the way. I love
Oh,
it.
thank you. A lot of people have said they like our accents.
Yeah, it's cool.
Uh,
Very cool.
Mine's crossed over between north and south, so I don't know.
eh,
I,
um,
I I won't be able to stay too long because my wife is cooking dinner. So when she says come, I have to go. But I just want to come by and say hi.
You're through.
And
yeah,
God, that's my
yeah. Are
yeah,
you? What part does that what part of Canada does that Ron's food reviews?
Ron's food reviews.
Yeah, he has his own YouTube channel. And
Okay.
it's called Ron's Food Reviews.
Okay.
And he does a lot of, if you're not subscribed to him, I highly recommend.
Yeah, I'll write it down and I'll check him out. Ron's food review. He's from from Canada.
Yeah, he is from Canada, but I'm not sure what part.
Okay.
And I was just wondering if you might live
No,
if
I don't know him. I've never heard of him. But I will check him out and I'll get back to you on that. And I'll
yeah
let you know. I'll let you know.
he does a lot of different like taste test reviews on
Yeah.
food.
How did you find him?
I just somebody else had mentioned him on their channel or whatever,
Okay.
and I went and clicked in the search bar on YouTube and looked him up, and he's a pretty interesting.
It's all
Uh,
right.
he's a pretty interesting
Oh,
guy, and
well,
he.
if he's from Edmonton, that'll be pretty cool because I don't. I mean, I
on
think
this. He's
I've
like
met.
from Ontario or
I think he's like from around Ontario and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not too close to me then.
maybe closer to New York.
He may even be closer to New York, but I know he always says in his videos that he finds his certain foods in Toronto or Ontario, Canada.
Okay, yeah, he's nowhere near me. Yeah, that's
Uh,
quite far from me. Yeah. Hey, Destination So
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Sorry I messed up your quiz game today.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I felt
You're
I
not
felt
the only one.
I
So
felt bad because I came in right as you asked the question and I'm like, "Oh, so
right.
I didn't
So you
realize
were ready.
I didn't realize you had to hit the X first, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries.
Mm, yeah, so
So,
I just wanted to come in and say hi to Ford Man here. Um, I can't stay too long. My wife's cooking dinner, so and then we're gonna
what
watch
what do you
America.
have good for dinner?
She's making tacos. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, homemade tacos. Yeah, and
homemade
then
tacos.
we're gonna watch America's Got Talent because I'm a big fan of America's Got Talent.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I love America's Got Talent. Howie Mandel is probably my favorite judge, although I do like Simon too. But I got to see Howie Mandel perform in a comedy show here live in Edmonton. He was doing it. We have an event called K Days here, which is kind of like a carnival. You go and you do a whole bunch of rides and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So he was here doing a comedy show at one of the days that K Days was on, and we got to go see him. He was very funny, very good. So I've always liked him. He's Canadian. I mean, there you go.
Right, right.
Canadian like me. So, but yeah, so I'm a big fan of America's Got Talent, and so we're gonna eat some
Yeah, I
tacos.
watch that show too. I like it too, pretty good.
Yeah, that's some really good talent on there, and a lot of people, they go places when they go on that show. So if you want to get, recognized or noticed, go to America's Got Talent for sure. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to become famous my entire life. I've tried everything. So now I'm doing YouTube, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I can become famous somehow.
Right, right.
You never know. Maybe I can be in a commercial one day, or maybe in a movie one day. I have no idea. But someone's gonna be like, "Hey, you know what?
I know that guy.
That guy's pretty cool. Let me give him a call."
Right, right.
Fingers crossed. I mean, you never know. I got to meet Rob Schneider. You guys know who Rob Schneider is?
I think he's getting ready to do a pay-per-view show up there, isn't he?
Who? Rob Schneider?
No, Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Don't think so. I haven't heard anything. But Rob Schneider has a show on Netflix. It's called Real Rob. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No.
He's done two series of it. He's got So first series was done about 2 years ago, I believe, and he just got done doing series 2. He's actually working on series 3, which is going to be on Netflix coming up here pretty soon, I think.
No, he was still alive.
So he's a producer, he's an actor, he's a movie star. He's been in a whole bunch of Adam Sandler movies, which I'm sure you guys know.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. I mean, who doesn't know Adam Sandler, right?
Right.
So and he's been in a lot of Adam Sandler movies, and so he was also here doing a comedy show. And
Kendra has met him.
Okay.
My girlfriend Kendra, she was an extra in the film Grown Ups. So
Really?
she has actually met him. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got to meet him too. He's a great guy. I only got to spend like 5 minutes.
No.
The food is ready?
10 seconds.
What?
10 seconds.
Was it 10 seconds? My wife says 10 seconds
Yes.
for Rob Schneider.
What?
How long did we get to spend with Rob Schneider?
Oh, sorry. I didn't
She's
hear you.
she's saying food is ready in 10 seconds. No, we got to spend about 5 minutes with Rob
5
Schneider.
minutes. He was really nice.
He was really nice guy. He signed, actually, I had a DVD with the movie called The Hot Chicks. Well, The Hot Chick. Have you guys?
Hot Chicks.
Yeah, have you guys seen that movie?
My husband has.
Yeah, it's called The Hot Chick. So I had it on DVD, and so I took it to him and I said, "Hey, would you mind giving me your autograph?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he opened up the whole the DVD package. He pulled off the plastic covering, the sleeve off the DVD, and he actually signed the DVD paper, like the cover of that DVD. Like he went like out of his way to make sure he did a great job on autographing it for me.
Instead of sending out the plastic.
Yeah, and then he gives it back to me. Yeah, so he gave it back to me, and then he asked security to kind of like help push people away because
people were coming.
Yeah, right after I asked him for an autograph, like everybody was coming up to ask him for an autograph. So
Or just to take a picture.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask him, hey, like, how do I be a part of your show? Like, how do I audition for it? But I never got that chance to ask him. Because I really want to be on his show. It's called Real Rob. It's on Netflix. You guys should check it out. It's very funny, but watch season 1 first.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out. It's really
to.
funny. He's really good. And like I said, he's been in a lot of movies already with Adam Sandler, and he's very good with doing accents. And he's very funny. He got known on Saturday Night Live and doing stand-up comedy, that kind of stuff. So check him out, man. He's good, and maybe one day.
Casper, when do you go live again?
I'm gonna be going live on Saturday. We're gonna be playing a game. I've called it the 5-question shout out. Now, whoever gets 5 questions correctly from the questions that I asked, basically how the game is played is I'm gonna be showing a video of what I did like maybe a couple of years ago. And you're going to be watching the video, and then after the video, I'll be asking questions about that video. And if you've been paying close attention, making notes while you're watching the video, you should be able to answer the question. Huh?
That's tips. Don't give them tips.
Yeah. And and the first person to get 5 questions out of
All right. 5 questions right.
5 questions correct. Yeah. Will be given a whole week shout out on my channel, on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. I'll give them a shout out.
Awesome. That's
for
awesome.
a whole entire week. So Ford Man and Destinations Delight, you guys are welcome to join if you want to. I'm allowed, as you know, because I'll be using StreamYard, I'll be allowed to have 5 guests on the panel. So that'll be at noon on Saturday. Now that is daylight mountain time. And so I think for you it'll be like 2:00.
I'll be in Arizona, so I'll be 3 hours behind. I'm 3 hours behind Michigan time. So like right now it's 11:44 p.m. So what time is it there at your place?
It is 9:43.
So
you're 2 hours ahead.
So you're 2 hours ahead. Right.
So I'll be 1 hour behind you.
Okay, good.
But
When you
I'm
get
in Arizona,
to
so I'll be
Arizona,
1 hour behind.
why, if you don't mind me asking, why are you going to Phoenix? I love Phoenix. We were there. How long ago were we there? 3 years ago?
Yeah, and then before that, we were there for a whole 10 days.
You want to say hi? It's my wife
No, I just
sitting.
came out of the shower.
She just came out of the shower.
I'm in PJs and my hair is wet.
She's in her PJs. Yeah. So we're gonna go eat. We're gonna go eat.
Yes.
Food's ready, and then we're gonna watch.
Sorry, guys, I'm
Netflix.
starving.
Okay, thanks for
No,
telling me.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Go eat and enjoy each other and spend a
I'll
little.
cry when I'm not in my PJs and I don't have shower hair.
Yeah.
So,
Have a good night.
my sister-in-law had back surgery out there,
Okay.
and my brother-in-law took 2 weeks without pay. So he asked me if I could come out there and help take her like back and forth to a doctor or cook for her or do the laundry. She has a 15-year-old daughter that helps, but
Yeah.
it makes him feel safer to know that there's another adult in the house.
Right. Well, that's really good on you to do that. So you're going to be flying. So is that going to be an issue for you? Do you have to like quarantine yourself for 2 weeks because you're flying? Or,
No, because I live in Michigan. That's not a high risk state right now. We're like us in New York are the only two that have our how do I say it? Our poop in a group. And we are going to leave literally from Michigan, and we fly into Chicago. I don't leave the airport. We just switch planes and we go right to Arizona. But for precautionary purposes, when I get to Arizona and I get to my sister-in-law's house, I will go in. I will remove whatever clothing or attire we have on. We will shower and then change our clothing, put our clothing in the washing machine and wash it. So we just kind of like sanitize ourselves. I've been quarantined now since I got back from Tennessee for a week.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering because my wife and I, we love to travel, and we we travel as often as we can. But right now, because of all this chaos and everything, we're kind of afraid to travel because we don't want to be stuck somewhere for 2 weeks having to quarantine ourselves somewhere.
Yeah, and that's what my fear is when I get out there, because their COVID cases have spiked.
Yeah.
And they've made it mandatory for everybody to wear a mask.
So when you fly back home, though, is there going to be a restriction for you?
I don't know. That's what my worry is.
Yeah.
If worst case scenario, I'll make my husband come pick me up.
Yeah. Well, just be careful. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Always. And maybe wear gloves too. You know what I mean?
Yep, and lots of hand sanitizer.
They probably will give you like some kind of like a temperature test and all that kind of stuff. Like I went today to the orthodontics today because I have Invisalign. I got Invisalign put in, and I had to wait like 3 months to see somebody because they told me don't go beyond a certain tray because they have to like shave your teeth and kind of shaping your teeth before you go to the next tray. Otherwise, your smile isn't going to be, I guess, perfect. So I had to like delay the trays that I was wearing. I had to wear them for longer than I had to. And today they finally opened and they said, okay, come on in. We can see you now. And I had to wear a mask, and they had to, believe it or not, like check my temperature and all that to make sure that I'm okay before they even saw me.
Right.
Then I had to fill out like all this paperwork saying that I didn't travel. I'm not sick. I haven't been with anyone that's traveled.
They want everything Andrew.
I had to like initial here, initial there, initial here to make sure that I'm safe to be seen today.
Right.
So I mean that was just seeing the ortho, doctor, and so I mean travel now. I don't think it's a good idea for anyone to travel. I think it's going to take about 2 years for all of this to come right.
No, and if she didn't have this surgery, I wouldn't be going.
Yeah. And for her going to the hospital during this time must be very scary for her. For anyone.
She had to have the COVID test done. Yeah. And her husband had to drop her off at the door and go back home. He couldn't even be at the hospital with her. Only she could.
Yeah,
she's home now, and he's getting ready to go back, but they both are military family. They both work on 2 different bases, so there's a lot of precautions we all have to take.
Yeah, I know. It's a scary time.
Yeah.
And it could be the new normal. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to go. My apologies. But thank you, Fordman, for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you very much. I shared out your stream, so hopefully you'll get some new love to your channel. Okay. And Destinations Tonight, I'll always do that for you as well. Share your channel when I
Yeah.
see you live. Okay.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Okay. Thank you guys. And
See you on
thank
Saturday.
you again for having me on your show. Okay.
Have a
You're
good
very
night.
All right. Good
Bye-bye.
night, everyone. Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
Wow, that was awesome.
It was.
He's a very nice guy. A very nice guy. I love watching his channel.
Yeah. What's his real name?
I don't know. I only know him as Casper.
Oh, okay.
So
Living that close to Canada, Crystal. How bad have they said it's been up there with this stuff going on?
I didn't hear. What did he say, Kenneth?
He said
Living up there where she lives.
living up there where you live.
How? Have you
Okay.
heard anything about how bad?
Have you heard how
Okay.
bad it is in Canada?
I don't know how bad it is in Canada because I haven't watched much news since we went on vacation. But when we closed everything down here, Canada was still going. And we closed our border before Canada closed their border.
Oh.
Okay.
So, and now our borders are closed. We're not supposed to go back and forth. But if we have loved ones that are Canadian citizens, we are allowed to go over there as they are allowed to come over here. But if they come over here, they have to quarantine themselves for 14 days.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. What's in that city there next to Detroit where the border is?
Windsor.
Windsor.
Well, okay. I can't remember. I hadn't been up there since 1965 into Canada.
Right.
Well, something happened there with the internet connection. Is the reason why that thing did it there a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Something went haywire with the internet connection.
So
I
our governor here is very, how can I put it nicely without seeming to be mean? She's an uptight Annie. How's that sound?
Okay.
Because ain't Annie going to get up in nowhere but where they're supposed to be. Like our gyms here just went to court yesterday and they got the okay to go ahead and open today. Well, she appealed it, and at 12 o'clock at 11:45, the judges said no, they're not allowed to open. So it immediately halted everything. Because she just posted a thing that said that she is not going to move us. She's not going to move us back. She's not going to move us back
right.
Into stage 5. Only stage 5 is for the UP and like those little areas around it. Us down here are in stage 4, and she's actually thinking about taking us back to stage like 3.
Well, in a way, you really can't blame her. I mean, you know.
Hey, Roy and Becky.
Hey, Roy and Becky.
Under the circumstances,
I sent out the link in case anybody wants to come up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, just like I told Casper, the only worry that I have is that everything's on the rise so much out that way that they're going to close down everything, and I'm going to be stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said to my husband, I said, what happens if that happens? He goes, you just stay put. There's nothing we can do about it.
Well, you know, when you jump from a couple of hundred to 5,000 a day, That's
Right. That's a lot. It's a lot. I agree.
California. I can't believe how bad California turned out. They
I
were doing so good, and they had everything under control. And then all of a sudden, 7,000 people a day.
I'd say my family members out there that live out there in California, I'd say they probably went about nuts. Not being able to go
Susan,
anywhere.
did you have an excellent meetup? I cannot wait to hear about it. I've been thinking about you all day.
What's that?
Susan, she had a meetup today.
Oh.
Well, Roy and Becky, come on up and talk with us.
Yeah.
Come on in.
We'll try to keep it clean. Won't we, Crystal?
Yep, Kendra's not in here now.
Who's filming you? He's filming me tomorrow. What?
So Susan met with a YouTuber.
Oh.
And this YouTuber is a very big YouTuber. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to spoil it. It's Susan's story and Susan needs to tell it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I even know if I'm even subscribed to that channel.
To Susan?
I know I'm subscribed to Susan, but I'm talking about the channel.
Oh, I'm sure you'll see it in Susan's Facebook, hon.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she'll let us know who it is eventually.
You know,
I'm just so happy for her.
You know, we're supposed to have another sit down thing, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to join her live stream here sometime. I called the school today, Northeast State, and I asked them, I said, I was under the impression that you're going to allow us on campus August the 17th, but we have to wear a mask and stuff and social distance ourselves and things like that. They said, yes, you do. And I asked myself, and I said, I was also under the impression that I got to make an appointment to be able to get my books and finish my paperwork. In other words, go in and pay my tuition so I get that reduced
Right.
tuition. Yeah. But anyway, there's Roy and Becky. What's up, Roy?
Hello.
Man,
You there, Roy?
yeah. Am I? I don't know. Am I here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hear no sound there for a minute.
Oh, we're beat, so we probably won't stay on long. So we only moved 100 miles. No, we didn't. We moved 63 miles. Yeah. And it took all damn day.
Where'd you move to?
Belmont, up by Flagstaff.
Yeah.
But anyway, they told me that they recommend me wait until like the middle of July before I do anything. So they told me, said that everything had to be done.
Hello, Box Dandy.
Everything had to be done by before the 10th of August. So
yeah,
I said that's what I'm trying, and I've also got to let my net trans people know too, and try to schedule it the whole semester up until the 20th or 24th of November, before Thanksgiving break.
Is he lagging or is it me?
You what now, Roy?
Is he lagging, Crystal, or is it me?
I don't think he's lagging.
It's my signal then. What the heck is up with this?
Right, a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm showing almost full bars, but I don't know. Every time I get up on a panel or something, it starts lagging. And I
Really?
can watch it clear, but as soon as I get up on a panel, it starts lagging.
Huh. Kenneth, did you see what BA Painter said to you? He said, Kenneth, are they going to let you take any of the ASE tests through the school?
What is that?
Well, I'm taking. That's the reason why I'm going for the certificate. I'm not going for the degree. I'm just going for the ASE certificate. Because if I go for the degree in it, then I got to take reading, English, math, all them core classes that has nothing to do with auto mechanics. The only thing that I'm taking, the only thing I really had to take with this auto mechanic certificate is a learning support reading class, but I've already taken it last semester, so the only thing I'll be taking the rest of my semester will be automotive things that deal with automotive.
So I called our schools today, and I needed to find out, because they threw out this thing about online schooling, blah 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 blah. So I thought, all right, well, I need to get the 411 on it. Come to find out, so I can register my middle child to go to school online, and he can stay at my mom's. I only have to come pick him up and bring him back here to Port Huron and report to the school is when a state certified test has to be done. And that only happens twice a year. But other than that, he can stay right up there and do his own little thing. They're going to try him for 2 months or 2 weeks. If he likes it and it's the right fit, he can stay. If it's not, then he'll just have to come and go back to school.
Did I
tell me you can't keep him at home and let him have it homeschooling?
Yeah, no, I can. But if it doesn't work out, he's allowed to go back to public school.
No, I mean at your home.
Oh, yeah, he can stay here all he wants, but he's working up at my mom's. That's why he doesn't want to come home, because he's making money up there.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said she sent him back to you.
He's the one.
No, that's my oldest.
He's the one.
Okay.
He's the one. The one she was just talking about. He's the one that. So I did. Okay, I thought I accidentally muted Roy. He must have muted himself. Okay.
Well, I was hoping it was helping with the signal, but I came outside and it helped a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, the one that she was just talking about.
I was the middle son. Okay.
Yeah.
I follow that now.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you that he was the one.
Me, I'm just a little bit slow.
It's okay. My oldest one just got a job at the dealership, so.
I remember you talking about that, but
this is ridiculous. I'm going back down in the chat. because it
Okay.
works smooth for me when I'm in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Google Pixel 4 XL. Don't ever buy one.
Okay.
What about the girl? What
She
about Lily?
she wants to return back to school.
She probably wants to see her friends and all that stuff, don't she?
Yes, she misses her friends. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't blame her.
So she's got that option.
Yeah, she's got the option of being I don't know. She's got the option of being homeschooled too, but
Oh, okay. Well, I
See,
thought. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are they going to let them go the whole day, or are they just going to do a half a day, 3 days a week?
they haven't said anything yet. I won't know till the 30th.
Oh, okay. Because I know down here, if everything works out, they're only going to take part-time classes to keep them socially distant, like every other day. And,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, well, that's it here, see, for grade school and high school and stuff like that.
I know here,
I just wonder how in the world they're going to keep them separated on buses.
Well,
because
one child per bus, one person per seat, every other seat on a bus. And just like my son said, he wants to know how that works because there's at least 3 kids per seat and the
Yeah,
bus is full to the max.
yeah. And some of these
So,
kids got to be on the bus for up to an hour and a half at a time.
right.
Down here,
I agree.
and they start picking these kids up at 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen. We haven't really talked about it too much, but we'll see. All right. Well, I'm going to go tonight, Kenneth. I'm tired. I've been up since wee hours and I'm going to head to bed. So I will
okay.
see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Okay, Kendra, golly, smack me in the head and call me dumb.
Daddy's thinking about Kendra.
Don't have any wild dreams.
I can't because my name's not Kendra.
I know, but you got pretty tickled there for a little while.
We had a good time tonight. Most definitely for sure.
Yeah.
I loved it. That you guys made my live stream a total hit tonight. I loved it. We all had a good time. It was great. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Well, you get try to get you some rest.
Yep. All righty, guys. Good night, Box Candy. Have a good evening.
hey,
All right.
Boxing D.
I'm going to let you go, Kenneth, and I'll let you talk to your people and you can bring more people up and I will see you tomorrow. Okay.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good evening, hon.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Papa.
Bye. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Come on back in, Roy. You off too? Is Susan there?
Susan said she was tired.
She's tired too.
She'd been up since 6.
Oh.
Hey, Boxman D, you want to come up on panel? You're more than welcome to. Win the Okie? You want to come up on panel? There's the link. Okay. Hey, Johnny.
Come on, try to be quiet and go to sleep.
You want to come up on panel, Johnny? I'm having to scroll between my face and the chat on my phone. Hey, Boxman.
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Doing all right about yourself?
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Let me turn the YouTube on. There we go. If I have the YouTube on and StreamYard, it gives me a really, really bad echo. So I
Yeah,
have to always, every time.
yeah.
So you're doing good. Are you still going to school in the summer?
No, I'm off for the summer. It's I'm on. It's only a fall and spring semester. So.
And it's hard to do auto mechanics online too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least you get to go back on the 17th of August.
At least I get to go back on the 17th of August. But the sad part is that it's only going to last up until our Thanksgiving break. And then after our Thanksgiving break, they're going all back to online, and we have to do it from home.
So when do you finish?
I'm supposed to finish in the year of 2021 of December.
So next year. Oh, good. But so how long have you been going to these classes?
I've already finished 2 semesters already.
Wow. That's like college courses, aren't they?
That's what they are.
Yeah.
I'm going to be I'm going to have this fall semester, and then I'm going to have the spring semester, and I'm probably going to be done by. I'll probably actually have it done within with because I only like about 5 classes of being done with the whole thing.
So you'll be done by next summer.
Yeah, I'll be probably.
Have you talked to any places where you can get a job?
No, not yet. Not until I can maybe get my certificate and show it to them.
Yeah, I know. I used to live in California, and there had a lot of places where they hired people right out of the school. So maybe the school can direct you to some places.
Well, my professor, he's asked me once already what I plan on doing once I graduate. And I told him, I said, well, I hope to find a job in this field, in the auto mechanic field.
Yeah.
But I said that the biggest issue that I've run into is that no job is willing to give me the opportunity to even try to work for them because of liability and insurance.
Okay, what about putting an ad in the classifieds and say you can do tune-ups and minor mechanic work for people, like, just oil changes and check like spark plugs and check the fluids and make sure do an all point check. Maybe you could give a deal, and maybe people would hire you through the classifieds ads. That's a possibility.
I still have to show them something that shows that I'm certified to do that, though.
Right. I'm talking about once you get your certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not before, but afterwards. And word of mouth, maybe you can find people that in your area. You'll do a job for them, not only charge them for parts a few times. Then they'll give you a referral to other people. Pretty soon you'll start building your business. You can be self-employed. Don't have to have worries about liability and all that stuff.
Yeah, the thing about it is that I want, in order for me to have my own business going, I have to have a building that's got because where I live at, there's definitely no room for me to even.
Oh, yeah, that would be hard.
Even.
Yeah.
And on
Do they have places where you live that just do like oil changes and lube jobs and things like that to start out? Sometimes if you could start at the bottom, just doing they have places like Jiffy Lube. I don't know if they have that where you live.
We have that here, but again, it's the issue is that it's OSHA steps in and says that we can't allow him to do that because of the liability and insurance.
There's got to be a way around that, Kevin. I'm not sure what it would be, but I would think
because of my walker and wheelchair. See, with my disability, I have to have a walker or a wheelchair to get around.
Right.
And but now if I was like if I was like this guy that we have at our local food city, he had the job 10, 12 years ago before he wound up being in a permanent wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he got hurt and he had to be put into a wheelchair. Well, because of an amputation, well, he showed the company and OSHA and stuff that he was not going to give up and quit and things like that, and they still allow him to work.
I wish they would come up with some kind of a special license for you. I don't know what the laws are where you are at. I don't know what OSHA laws are there. I know OSHA's pretty strict in a lot of things, but anyhow. Well, I wish you a lot of luck. I just don't give up. Finish your schooling. If that doesn't work, you can try something else. Maybe you need an office job. You're very smart, Kenneth. Very smart. Maybe you can work in an office in an automotive place, like at the counter. checking people in and setting up their jobs, you know. Maybe that they wouldn't have to have a special exception as far as liability. I don't know. I know you wouldn't get as much hands on, but at least you'll be in the field that you're training for, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've been out of like regular school for 7 years,
Yeah.
and I have tried even before, even when I was in school, I even tried to get a job at like I even tried to get a job at a parts store at like AutoZone or
Yeah.
Advance or O'Reilly's or Napa,
Right.
and they said nope, sorry, it's just too big of a risk because they're afraid that if I get hurt, then the
Then you
company,
could sue them. Yeah, I understand.
yeah,
Well, that's a bummer. I'm really sad about that because I know you really want to do this, but
yeah, I actually surprised, I actually surprised people at what I can actually do to a car.
right. Yeah, I imagine you are. I mean,
I,
I can tell you're very bright. It's not a matter of knowledge. I think more how you can adapt physically to do the jobs. You know, that's more
and
the
I I tell a lot of people, I said, I actually seem to know more about cars than some of these people that actually work in these parts stores.
right.
Because
Yeah.
I've run into where a couple of them they have worked in the field for several years, and they still half of them don't even know what
Right.
I'm even talking about when I mention something.
Well, you never know, Kenneth. Maybe someday somebody will give you a break. You know, it happens, and just pray about it. I don't know if you're a praying man, but I
Yeah,
mean, I believe God does answer prayers
it
according.
actually took me 6 years to get where I'm at today in college.
Yeah, yeah.
I kept getting turned away for college too, so
Wow, wow.
because of the disability and stuff.
Yeah,
I tried to get on that Tennessee Promise where I
yeah.
could go for 2 years for free,
Hmm.
and turned me away on that one.
Ah. Well, don't let it discourage you. Follow your dream. Don't give up. Just pray about it. You
Yes.
know, follow your dream. Never give up. Never give up. And maybe God has something else in store for you, but just don't give up. Just keep doing everything you can, and something will come. Something will happen. Something will come your way. Just keep up the good attitude. You're not, you know, you're quite an inspiration to a lot of people. I see with the little bit of time that I've known you on YouTube, I've seen so much. Man, you know, you're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid to try. And here you are doing your own YouTube, doing live streams, doing videos. I mean, you're sharp. I'm very impressed by you. I heard you had a very good grade point average in school, and here you are becoming a mechanic. And so, gosh, you do inspire people with handicaps, you know, because you haven't had it easy. Lord knows you have not had it easy. So I'm proud of you, Kenneth. I can't stay. I need to get some rest. We've been traveling and in town all day, but I did want to come up for a few minutes to just talk to you.
Thanks for coming on. You're more than welcome to come anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me up here. And again, Don't never give up your dreams. Just keep working towards it. Okay.
Me and my dad both, we really enjoy your channel too.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right. You have a good night, Kenneth.
You too.
And you take care. Okay. Love you, guy.
Love
Okay.
you
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye bye. Oh, thanks, Griswold Family Vacay. Hey, Doxy Mom. Doxy Mom. Hey. Hey, Rally Creative Travel. Does anybody else want to come up?
On in, the door's open. The window.
Okay, I understand. The door's open. But, I don't know. Did Kendra leave? I hope I still have. I'm doing good, Doxy Mom. How are you? I hope I still have somebody that's in the chat that's my uh that's my what's going on with my laptop? For some reason it will not turn on at all. Like it's like dead. Like it just won't turn on. And I've had 2 batteries put in it since January. Yeah, 2 batteries. We don't know if this one's a battery issue or not. See, I don't know if I've got any, I don't know if any mods is still here or not. And I have no way of making people a moderator, 'cause StreamYard don't give me that option. I have to go back and rewatch this live stream. Oh, there's one of my mods for sure. Karen Story. Hey, Karen. I was hoping. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Okay. Good. 2 my mods. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, 'cause I myself, like I said before, don't like doing live streams without having mods. But I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes and some seconds, Karen Story. It tells me here how long I've been live. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. Yeah. But, see, I'm not sure, B.A. Painter, which laptop I would get, because, every one that I've, gotten, for some reason, I've not been, no, I don't know what it is, but I'm lucky to even get one, a brand spanking new one. I'm lucky to even get one to last 6 months before something haywire goes wrong. I'm lucky to even get six, because I've had Acer, I've had HP, I've had Dell, I've had Toshiba. I've had, I don't know what, there's one other, and every one of them, every one of them that I've had, that I mentioned, I've got an HP right now. There's something wrong with it, and I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It's been down for about 5 or 6 years. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. But nose itching. But yeah, this HP I got, it was given to me as my graduation gift, and it's went kapooey. It lasted from like May until December. So before it said I'm done. Could get repaired, didn't have money. So it's just been sitting here. Oh, okay. In the Okies in the basement. Okay. Ooh. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to leave you in the basement. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I was looking at something.
Okay.
How you
So
doing,
how
Tina?
you been, Lynn the Okie?
I'm doing
Oh,
pretty
doing
good.
all right. Just wish I could get just wish I could get me some kind of good piece of technology that would last me a lot longer than 6 months, 6 or 7 months. I like to at least get something that lasts me at least a couple years without having to do something to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh, I got one of those. It's um, what's this thing called? It's an HP computer, but it's
Hewlett Packard.
huh?
Hewlett Packard.
No, it's a uh I had read somewhere on YouTube that that to get one that had let's see what's the rising in it, risen or however you pronounce that, and I got one and mm, uh it's okay, but I'm still trying to figure the thing out. And it comes with what you call Microsoft. I've had to read. Yeah.
Microsoft Word and stuff. And
No, it came with a it's not Microsoft Internet Explorer. It came with something that's higher than that, and and I and and the way it is on the way it's made, it won't work with StreamYard or stuff like that. And I had to
yeah,
download. I had to install a new browser on it.
yeah. yeah.
And
What's your gigabyte on that one?
like 128 or let's see, yeah. And plus, I put a 128 gigabyte SD card in it too.
Hmm. But yeah, the thing about it is, Johnny, I'm not sure if I can do. See, I want to be able. I want when I do, if I do get something, I want to be able to do like StreamYards, Facebook, and what I did on my Toshiba. And I want to be able to have enough. Okay. Good night, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
And things and I've been told I've been told that if I get like an iPad or anything like that, I can't do stream. I can't like I can join somebody else's, but I can't do a StreamYard like I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And and
Now I had to install a new browser on that computer, on that laptop, to even do
yeah.
StreamYard.
And I want to be able, and since I use Google Chrome a lot, and I've always liked Google Chrome, and and I gotta have Google Chrome for school anyway, because a lot of things that we use in college, that's all we ever use is Google Chrome. Like for instance, that learning support reading class that I had last semester.
Yeah.
Karen Story says good night to you.
Good night, honey. Good night. Have a good night's sleep.
He said good night to you back, Karen Story. Sorry, I'm having to switch back and forth between my face and the chat since I'm on my phone. But anyway, there's a certain program at that learning support reading class.
Good night, Story.
There's a certain program that learning support reading class had that we used, and it only worked on Google Chrome because she said if any of our devices did not have Google Chrome, we was out of luck. So
Yeah. I had a laptop before I got this one, and I had that one. See, my friend Johnny, he bought it for me. Well,
okay, good night, Doxy Mom. Thanks for coming on.
well, it would have been 11 years this year, but I had the thing 10 years, and then almost 10 years. Then it went out. It went down, and so
Good.
I've been blessed in that way to it didn't go down for you know it just quit working last year, and it would have been, I guess it would have been, I would have had it last November. I would have had it 10 years, and but I, you know, and my friend Johnny had bought that one for me, and I hadn't. mm, he's just been gone a few years.
Yeah.
So,
But Karen Story was talking about she had a Toshiba that lasted 5 years, and that's the one that that's getting worked on right now. And I've had two batteries. I've had two batteries put in since January. And this last time I had a battery put in it less than 2 weeks ago, and then and then it happened to where it won't come on at all. So I don't know what's happened.
well, I know what happened to mine. I was trying to change the password on it because, you know, and I locked myself out of it.
Yeah. Well, I've been told by several different people that's more experienced with technology and stuff, and that works in the type of field on computers and stuff, that if they can't get the device to turn on at all, then they can't retrieve anything.
Oh, it turns on when the battery's charged, when it's charged, because I ain't never had to replace the battery in that computer, never.
Yeah.
But I was trying to change the password, to get into the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to change the password I had put into the device,
Yeah.
and now I locked myself out of it.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to retrieve all this information.
We're hoping I'm going to be able to retrieve everything. I'd like to figure out if I do have to get a new computer. I'd like to figure out how I can back everything up on it. See, what I want to be able to do is I want to have two devices backed up at the same uh, time, or for when I'm on my PC. I want to have what's on my PC connected to my phone as well, and have it, you know, um, and be able to, switch back and forth in case something like that happens again. At least I'll be able to, you know, if one decides to go kapooey, then I'll have the other one to fall back on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just hope both of them don't go together. At least I know with the phone you got you can back everything up on a Google account, and you can also back it up on an SD card. So
Well, I learned this. You know, uh, any contact that you put into your computer, if you're on like a like your email, if you type in any contact you put in there,
yeah,
will also come up on your phone.
yeah,
And the text that's really on your phone will show up on the computer.
yeah.
And I kind of
Yeah, well, I
I
found out I can actually. I learned from this old one that from this laptop that I got that's being worked on. I found out I can actually make phone calls uh, through the computer.
oh
But
yeah.
the thing of it is that it comes up when I make a phone call. It comes up unknown because it doesn't recognize the device or something. I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I've been trying to
I'm not
figure.
sure why that
Been
is
trying,
either.
I've been trying to figure it out because I've called people from it and and it and they've answered, but I said they that first they didn't recognize. It didn't recognize the name or the number. What it come up unknown, and said said you know I said they said yeah. I said well uh, I'm calling you from my PC and uh, and so I think I was using Google Hangouts. I think it was or something like that.
I seen somewhere here recently, and I think Roy might have seen it too. But I seen where um someone had got a Google number,
Mm-hmm.
um, but and and they they get calls on that number instead of giving out their phone number. But I'm not too sure about all of that.
Yeah. I know half the time on my phone I get calls that I don't recognize, and spam calls and stuff. And
If I don't recognize the number, I won't answer it.
I don't either. Half the time I get calls. Um, that's all I get, and I delete them and block them. But who's to say that they won't try to call from a different number, But I still do the same thing. I take and delete and block, you know. And I figure, if it's one of you all or somebody that I've given it to, y'all would be uh, willing to leave me a voicemail, say, hey, this is so and so, please give me a call back.
Well, if it's me, I'll email you because
Yeah.
I don't do email. That's just a pet peeve with me. I cannot stand voicemail.
Uh, hey, Van Life, Virginia Payne.
Hey, Gina.
I've been blocking and deleting about 50 calls the last 3 days from that car warranty company, and they use a different number every time.
Yeah, if it's me, I'll email you.
Hey, Van Life, Virginia Payne. If you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. You're more welcome to come up. I'll send you.
What's the weather been like out there, Lynn?
What's the weather been like?
It's kind of been a little muggy, but not. It's not. It's not bad, but it's not. It's it's not. It's not real bad. It could be worse. But
There's the link
it's not.
if anybody wants to come
That
up.
storm is supposed to hit us over the next couple of days. It's going to reach out to you all too.
It's supposed to hit here tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know for sure if it was going to reach that far out or not before it come here.
Let's see, you're going live Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going live Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be 4 p.m. my time.
Okay.
So,
Right. So I want to make sure I catch your live stream because I like to try to catch people while they're.
I got one of those big tripod things. I gotta. I see that my niece has figured it out, but and I figured it out somewhat,
Okay.
but
I understand van life with Jenny Payne.
There's one person in the chat that says BA Pan. I wonder if BA is for a city, because here in Oklahoma there's a city here. I'm
not sure.
We call it BA because it's because it's two names together. It's called Broken Arrow.
Is that van life with Jenny Payne? Is that it wants to know? Is that 2 p.m. specific time?
How far behind me are you in? See, you're on the Pacific Coast, right, Gina? She's on the Pacific Coast, right?
I'm not sure.
You're in Oregon, right, Gina?
So she's Pacific time then.
Yeah, Dad said if she's in Oregon,
she's Pacific.
She's Pacific time.
All right, so she's 2 hours behind me, so that would be 2 p.m. her time.
2 p.m. her time. Okay.
I was going to say, are you where you're located? Are you in the mountain zone or are you in the central zone?
She's in.
I'm in central.
In the central zone.
Okay.
She's an hour behind us.
Okay, so like if it's 12:30 here, it's 11:30 there, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I know that California, the Pacific time is 2 hours behind us. Isn't it? Yeah. Or is it 3?
No, it's 3 hours behind y'all, and it's 2 hours behind me.
I get mixed up every now and then.
Yeah, these time differences, they get me confused.
Do you even know why they started them, Kenneth?
Do what now?
Do you know why they started them?
Why is that?
Because way on back there when they started them, they started them because it to help the people who run the trains and the farmers, to that's why they started daylight savings time, is to help so that farmers and the trains could go from one time zone to the next and still be there on and like if it took an hour to get from, let's say, let's say eastern uh New Mexico to eastern Colorado, and it took an hour to get there. When they started that, um, if they left at if they left New Mexico at 1 o'clock, by the time they got to eastern Colorado to be 2 o'clock, and that instead of or if they were going from like uh Florida to Louisiana. If it took an hour to get, and they left at 4 o'clock, got to Louisiana at 3 o'clock. It saved them time. They still had time to get where they needed to go, and it was easier with the daylight savings time to.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Van Life with Jenny Payne.
See you.
Thanks for coming on. You're more welcome to come here anytime, and welcome to come up on my panel anytime.
But and when they started the savings time, it was to help the train and the farmers to have more daylight, so they can work longer, get more done in a day.
Yeah, well, in actuality, you still got only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, got 24 hours in a day. No matter, that's just 24 hours a day. See, my papa, he used to get up at, sometimes it'd be 7 o'clock. He got out to the field. He still, and if it was like, this time of year, it don't get dark till about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So he got over 12 hours.
Yeah.
Of work done. Wherefore in the fall and winter, it's dark. It's dark when it comes in.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's here too.
Yeah. When it gets when it
in wintertime about 4 o'clock it starts getting dark.
About in wintertime about 4 o'clock here it starts getting dark.
Yeah, but I've known days that I had got up, I had stayed out in the field with my papa, and we went there till like 1 a.m, tried to get the crops in, and we would get back to the house, and it'd be time for I would go to bed, get up. I had to get up early this morning, take a shower, and then get on that bus, and I would sleep through the first hour of school. So, and one of my teachers, they were like, "How come you do that?" And they noticed a pattern. I only did it when we was trying to beat the rain.
Yeah. I know in my college classes, half of the kids they sleep through the whole lecture, and I don't know how they expect to learn anything. And even when the teacher gives us in between the lecture him that he does. He'll talk for maybe like an hour or so, and then give us a break, and then go back to. He'll let us stand up and stuff, and things, and stretch out. Go get us a cup of coffee if we want it or whatever, and then we have to be back, and then for some more lecture, and then he'll continue
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I don't think I'd be a very good student for that class because my way of learning is so different. See, if I have questions and someone's trying to show me something, trying to teach something, I had this one teacher. She had a teaching style, but I could not learn nothing from her.
Yeah,
Because I would raise my hand and go ask her to show me to how she's doing that,
yeah,
and and uh she wouldn't do it, and my friend, God bless her, she showed me how what it was, and explained it to me all at the same time, and that's how I learned to get through some of those problems. I I'm a visual audio learner. If they're not doing it and showing me how, if they're doing it at the same time they're telling me, you know,
yeah.
I'm
That's the way I am. I have to actually, and see, I don't learn as quick as some other people.
yeah,
But
me either.
I usually have to see and be able to be right there and touch in person myself to see what they're talking about. Yeah,
I I wouldn't be a very good online student.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
it was pretty. Although I did manage to make it, but it was rough. Folks. he, uh, my professor, he gave us some videos to watch. That's something that he did on the car, and we had to watch them, and we had to answer questions about that video. Well, I had to keep going back 3 or 4 times, maybe even longer, even more, to be able to catch on and get what he, you know, and yeah, yeah, that and I'm more of like a hands-on, face-to-face type type of person, especially when it comes to something like that on a car.
I had my sometimes my mama, she says, "Why don't you just call them up?" Or it's like, no, I'm a face to face, hands on person. If somebody's gonna explain something to me, I'm right there in the store. Actually, although some of the some of the YouTubers that I've been following, some of them can explain things a little different, and I'm actually picking it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
uh, like uh like Roy, for example. Um, we were talking about phone companies the other day, and and I'm I'm looking to get a different deal,
Yeah.
And I went down to the AT&T store the other day, and they quoted me what they, for what I'm wanting,
Yeah.
$170. I was telling my folks today, I was like, I don't think I want to pay $170 for two phones and internet.
Yeah.
That's a because there's it's two cell phones, you know, mm,
Yeah.
and
Hey, AAA.
but
I am.
now I know why everybody calls in AAA.
Yeah, because Art Abandoned Adventures.
Yeah, I was wondering why everybody kept calling them AAA, and I just now noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
I just find that a little easier to say than trying to.
Yeah, I didn't realize all their names started with A until just now. But yeah,
I'm doing
yeah,
well. How about yourself, AAA? Go ahead and finish your story. I'm just trying to catch everybody as they come in. Like everybody.
yeah, and and
Sorry about that.
and and I was looking. I was on YouTube, and I had typed in what I was wanting, and I had found this video, and they the people was uh uh the people who were um who who made the video had made a comparison on uh I think AT&T and somebody else and and uh and they had put the whole uh um like a graphic thing where it goes up and down and stuff like that up on the screen, and I had realized that what the it that it it was slowed it down on a the after so long, and my mama was going to try to get me internet through the electric company,
Yeah.
but by the time they get that internet uh, out here,
Yeah.
because they're getting it in into into uh into one of the towns around here,
Yeah.
but it's not made it this far out.
Ah. Okay.
And I live in the county. I don't exactly live in town, you know.
Yeah. I understand. But, yeah. To be honest with you, I did not. I did not know that you could get internet through your electrical company.
Well, through the one that my see, there's two houses on this property. The ones that my folks and my son live in, and the one I live in. And basically, the electric thing, they're all in the same name. for both houses. But
Oh,
yeah, and yeah, but you get so when they went to check on uh when they went to check on what you call it, if they could get it out here, they couldn't.
okay. Yeah,
But
check to find a ground for the internet or something like that, or find a, you know,
actually, the internet they're talking about,
yeah,
it's a satellite. It goes off satellites, not uh the company, the internet company. It's called HughesNet. But by the time that gets us out here, it might be obsolete by then.
yeah. And it seems like every year they always come out with something new all the time. I think it's more about greed than anything else, really.
Mm, oh yeah,
And thanks for stopping by, AAA. You're more than welcome to come in here anytime. A lot of people get to. That's all they really care about is making some of that.
well,
making some of this right here.
it making that is okay to a point, but then you gotta, you know,
Yeah.
I you know, I mean,
I mean, I know, yeah, I don't understand. People gotta, make some to
ain't
make a living for their family and whatnot, and stuff like that. But still, you gotta consider others that are like me, just,
yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. That's what I was
and
trying to say.
things and other people that don't, have much, but,
Yeah,
you know, to, to, you know,
see, yeah, your daddy's kind of like my son. He's camera shy.
do what, Lynn Okie? I'm sorry.
I said your daddy's kind of like my son. He's camera shy.
uh,
So I said, she doesn't sound like
My
she's
son,
always
he's camera shy. He don't like his picture taken. He don't like being videoed. You know,
hey,
I mean, he
he,
just
Dad said that you, you wasn't old enough to have a son.
she doesn't sound old enough.
That,
oh, he's not old enough. I'm too young to be. He's too old to be my son. But I'm saying, my son is like your daddy. He's
yeah.
camera shy.
Well, he said that my dad said that he didn't think you was old enough to even have a son.
Oh, yeah, my son's in his early 20s.
What?
Her son's in his early 20s.
You don't even sound like you're in your 20s.
He said you don't even sound like
Oh,
you're in your 20s.
thank you.
Well, you're
Hey,
welcome.
baby. Hey, BB3.
Hey, BB3.
Must be that Oklahoma sunshine, because you don't sound much more than a 17, 18-year-old.
Oh, I haven't been that old for a long time.
Well, I'm
Oh,
shocked.
make me feel good.
Hey, BB3 there.
I just,
Oh, doing all right, BB3.
To the point where I'm getting
You're
so
more
old.
welcome to come up on panel if you like.
I'm just getting to a point where I'm getting so old that oh, I can't identify age anymore. By the sound of voices. When I was younger, they told me I ought to join the carnival and be what do you call it? One of them people that guess your age and all that stuff.
Okay. I understand, BB3.
I never did do that. I just, I now just, I listen to a person's voice and I'm thinking, golly, that can't be.
I may be live tomorrow night. I'm not sure what time or if I'm even going to be live. You know, but
about 9 o'clock.
Hopefully I'm gonna shoot for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So.
No, I would have never guessed that you had a son in his 20s.
He said he would have never guessed that you had a son in his 20s.
Well, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
He said you're quite welcome.
Oklahoma.
When I was a teenager.
He likes your Oklahoma accent.
Thank you. When I was a teenager, we went to visit my mama's family, and up north, and I wasn't even old enough to buy tobacco, and I went into that store, and they sold me.
Yeah, I usually
2 cartons of cigarettes.
Oh my goodness.
And
I wasn't even old enough to buy it. But hey, they told me I looked older. I guess they thought maybe I was.
Hey, young man, still pretty good too, didn't it?
Yeah. 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 I mean, at the time, it was really and kind of inspiring, really.
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know, BB3, on Fridays, I usually try to do trivia first, and then I do a panel like I'm doing now. So, just want to let you know.
When I was way back yonder, when I started smoking and drinking when I was around 12, and nobody asked me how old I was when I went to the store to buy certain things, certain items. until I got in the Army and come out. And when I reached 24, 25, they started asking me for my ID. And I thought, God, you people are crazy. Here I am, 25, and now you want my ID? And then they said, well, that's the law now. That's the law.
Thanks, AAA.
I just, well, that's crazy. I've been smoking, drinking since I was 12 years old, and never had to pick up an ID card for anything. You know, it was weird. And even today, I'm in my 70s. If I go into a store, and well, until I quit chewing tobacco a couple of years ago, they would ask me for my ID card, and I'm like, God, don't I look 21? You know, I said that is the dumbest thing.
I guess they've had too many people try to come in there and
Fake them out.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I used to run a little market here in town, and they would fine us if we didn't ID people. And people that I grew up with, and I knew they were old enough, they would get absolutely mad at me because I had to have another ID before I could sell to them.
Man. Yeah, I think one of my uncles had done that. And all right.
Thanks, BB3. Appreciate that.
And
So
yeah, it's just weird the way the world's turned out.
yeah.
It's gone downhill quick.
And now they're talking about dropping the age again.
Now they're saying that you're not going to be allowed to buy cigarettes
or alcohol
until you're 21.
I said, well,
Do you see that? See that on my shoulder, Kenneth?
Yes, I do.
That right there. That tractor right there. I actually learned to drive on it.
Oh, okay.
good.
Cool.
I learned to drive on that tractor before I was even old enough to drive. I was like, about 3 or 4 when I learned how to drive that tractor.
3 or 4?
3 or 4, eh? That's
wow.
Wow. that is amazing.
My papa, what he did is, you know,
you sat on his lap, yeah, because I know
I sat between his legs in the seat.
Yeah.
And he had put like these big old blocks on my shoes.
Yeah.
You know, and tied them to my feet on my shoes, you know, and made my feet long enough to reach those pedals.
Yeah.
All right, you got to think on that tractor, the pedals are like this. One's over here and one's over here, you know, on each side of the tractor.
Mhm.
They weren't in metal, you know. The gear
Mhm.
shift was metal. So
Yeah.
he made them long enough for I could reach those pedals, and he taught me how to drive that tractor.
Well, well, you got a few years behind you though before you really got to do it by yourself.
I was I could barely even see over the steering wheel. So
Oh,
it was, you know, because the steering wheel on that tractor is about like that, you know,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
so bigger around than the car's steering wheels, and so I it was I mean he taught me everything I needed to know about using the pedals and all and doing the gear shift and all the stuff I needed to know about that tractor. It wasn't until I was 5 or 6 that I was even old enough to even see over the steering wheel,
5 or 6 until you was able to even see
see
over.
over the So he taught me how to drive that tractor before I could even see over the steering wheel.
Yeah. Well, you know, I believe in teaching people how to do things at a young age. And when that when they get older, that they won't forget what they were.
And we started teaching my son how to drive tractors
Yeah.
when he was 3 months old.
Hmm.
We started him at 3 months old, and as he got older, he retained all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we started him. We started him when he was a baby, you know. But the older he got, the
The
all
more.
he retained.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we started him at 3 months, he retained the information, and and so he knows how to drive tractors,
They say
combine.
it's better to teach them while they're young, because if you wait until they're they're never gonna learn anything. So
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Eh, Teaching them when were little is the best way to teach them.
I believe in that scripture in the Bible. It says, "Train up a child in the way it should go, and when it gets
Yeah,
old, it shall not depart from it."
yeah,
Always
yep.
got something to fall back.
Yeah, because I know when I get when uh um when,
My nose itches.
when I become a daddy one day, I know I'm gonna teach him something, teach him or her, whichever one.
Kenneth, I believe that you will end up with at least one of each.
I like to have at least one boy and one girl.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
I believe you will at least wind up with one of each.
I hope you end up with a wife first.
Well, yeah, you got to pray for it. You got even parents. Sometimes parents even start praying for their kids when they're babies, for the kids' wives and all that, and all the relationships. You know, So my mama, she had she had nine kids, but she had two stillborn, but uh but so she had, including two stillborn, she had 11 kids. All right, but but uh but the nine ones who survived, she prayed for them from the time they were. I mean, she prayed for them before they was born, but after they were born, she prayed for each one of them, uh, and and all and what type of spouse and stuff that they would have.
Yeah. Yeah,
And so,
but yeah, I'd like to find somebody that definitely likes to go to church. I mean, I know that they would they probably don't, even though they may not have the same beliefs as I do, or whatever, as long as they're in church, you know.
I
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
think
mind.
that you're going to have the spouse that God has intended for you.
That's it. That's exactly right. He's he has his whole life ahead of him, and I've tried to teach him not to be too rushy, to let it come as it comes,
Yeah.
and that the good Lord, He'll lead him, and He'll help him. When it's time, it's time.
That's true.
All things, It's like what we're going through right now. He looked down on us and he said, "It's time to do something to shake these people up."
To wake them up.
He shook us up,
This.
Yeah.
If you try to talk to people, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's got someone special for you.
Huh?
I think God's got someone special for Kenneth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like we was talking about. The Lord knew that this thing was going to come about. Talking about the pandemic situation we're in.
Uh-huh.
And
you can't get a lot of people to understand that.
You can't get a lot of people to understand that, but
even those that really deeply believe in the good Lord.
Okay, BB3. Good night, BB3.
Good night, BB3.
That's part of life, part of living. And
Yeah. I know and realize that everybody's got their own beliefs, and not everybody.
We don't try to force what we believe on anybody.
We don't force what we believe on everybody, things like that, we just let them, find out for themselves.
We try to help them along.
We try to help them along.
Just like everything in life, you choose what.
And Kenneth, we may have we may have blotched it up the last time, but I'm going to interview you.
Okay.
What?
When do you want to do that?
I was thinking Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
What time?
It'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My time.
Oh.
4 p.m. hers.
Oh.
Because she's an hour behind us.
Well, tell them make sure they contact us so we'll know to.
Yeah, I'll contact you about 20 minutes before the live, because
Okay.
I was watching one of my friends that I made friends with on YouTube, and her husband and his cousin are doing it was actually her husband's cousin's wife wanted him to do to wear a YouTube while she filmed it, him wearing a YouTube in mowing their yard.
Yeah.
So, Yellow House on the Hill. Well, I had put that on my Facebook. That's my friend April's husband's cousin and his wife. Well, Tony, which is at Yellow House on the Hill, and his wife Chris, he had told everybody tonight on their live that if they got 1,000 subscribers by the 20th of July, that he would wear that tutu, and let her film it. So that's going to be part of my little thing on Saturday. I want everybody who's in that live to go visit Yellow House on the Hill and Lazy Acres, so they can get all those people so Tony can wear that tutu. I want to see Tony wear the tutu.
Well,
that's fun. And the YouTube channel and the YouTube channel is called Yellow House on the Hill.
Yellow House on the Hill and Lazy Acres.
Lazy Acres.
Lazy Acres is my friend April and her husband Glenn.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to wear a tutu if they get so many subscribers by his birthday in August.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I want to see those guys wear those tutus.
Yeah. That's you talk about a video that's gonna go viral. That video will go viral.
Those videos are going to go viral. I really believe they're going to go viral.
Yeah.
Because those men are cousins.
Yeah.
Okay? Glenn had got his cousin Tony to do the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
So it's really going on. These men ain't like these men are men's men,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in order for them to do this, it has to be, like, you know, Tony just, his wife Chris wanted to film it.
Okay. Yeah.
But both Tony and April, Chris and April are going to film it when the guys reach that goal by the dates that they had set.
Yeah.
That's going to be something, man.
Yeah, that will be that will go viral. I'd say that'll really bump up their views and their watch hours.
So I'm going to try to help them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention them on Saturday's show. There's gonna be a trivia. There's gonna be some trivia questions. I'm gonna mention them, and I'm gonna interview you.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I only found out this thing tonight, when I was watching the Yellow House on the Hill.
Okay.
How long have you been watching?
How long you been watching Yellow House on the Hill?
No, how long have you been watching us?
Oh.
How
long you been watching us?
Say.
Huh?
About a month.
About a month?
Or a little?
No, I mean tonight.
Oh, how long we been on tonight?
No, I said how long we're. Did you watch through Crystal's? Did you watch through Crystal's trivia and all that too?
Did you watch Destinations Delight, like Crystal and all them too?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to watch Destination Delight tonight. But I watched her. I was watching her on here when I got on here.
Yeah.
When I had seen your deal come up on my phone, I clicked on it and
yeah, I think you went on what, about 11:10?
11:30, yeah. Hey, Scott Jacobs.
Okay, I just didn't know if you caught anything before that or not.
You'll have to go back and watch.
I just said I didn't know if she'd followed through on Crystals earlier or not.
There's the.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I always say I've what made me want to start this YouTube channel was is that I was thinking one day, and I know people when they go and want to learn how to do something, they go on YouTube. So, and I was thinking when I get some more experience under my belt on how to work on cars and stuff, that I would put out auto mechanic videos. So, and that way, if they need to know how to do something, they can look at my videos and watch and see how to do it.
Yep. Hey.
Because even with me and Dad, if we actually learned how to put a dog pen together by watching a video on YouTube. So
Yeah. Uh, look at
You live on a farm or a ranch, Lynn?
I live on a farm. I don't. We don't ranch. My Bubba, he ranches, but you know, and my Papa, he farms. They're the only animals around here. Uh, is my dog, my son's dog, and my son's cat, and that's it. We farm like almost 900 acres. Uh, um, and uh, it's not 900 acres. It's almost 900 acres. Uh, so yeah, it's a. See, we got. He's got um, Milo planted, soybeans, and planted right now. Come fall, plant winter wheat, and that will be it will have that until it comes to be about March, April, or May, or somewhere around there of next year. So
yeah, Scott, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, Scott, I'm not a big fan of online school. It can be a pain in the you know what sometimes. But
hey,
yeah,
yeah, Scott. I said that my papa farms almost 900 acres.
but I I'm more of a hands-on type person, and face to face. I learn better that way.
I learn better with with the hands-on, and they showing me and explaining it to me at the same time.
Because I've even had people ask me on the phone. I've had people ask me about working on and says, "Hey, can you tell me how to do something to my car or tell me what's wrong with my car, and I'm like, I can't do it without seeing the car first.
There has to be something that you know about.
It has to be something I know about.
You're still learning.
I'm still learning. I'm just a newbie, you might say. I'm just what do you call it?
Novice. You're a novice.
Yeah.
There's a few that you can do. There's a few that you can do yourself on the vehicle, but you still need somebody that can help you along too, that knows a little bit more.
Yeah.
Show you the way.
There's some things I know from where I had a family member that used to work on cars. But I still need somebody else that's been a lot more experienced with cars than my family member that used to work on. But
I'm still here.
the family member that used to work on cars showed me a few basics, but you know, and thanks.
Okay.
Do what, Lynn?
Oh, I was telling you I was still here. I had to get up and take my medicine.
Oh,
I don't mean to be nosy, but your farm, are you all government subsidized, or do you do it on your own?
Huh?
Are you
on your farm? Those 900 acres
on your 900 acres?
Does the government subsidize you all, or do you do it all on your own?
Does the government subsidize you all, or do you do it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, they have it's kind of like an insurance deal where it's a government program that's kind of like an insurance thing.
Yeah.
When the like you get if the crops are not like they have like a major weather thing, it's covered by that deal, and you basically get the what you spent into it back.
Okay. Well, I didn't know exactly how it works all the way around, but I know that the government has been they pay you for planting certain crops, and somehow I'm not sure if they just pay straight out, or if it's they pay you for planting them.
Not AAA.
Profits with them,
Thanks for coming on, AAA.
Not AAA.
Because I know that I know in some areas they pay the farmers to grow wheat. Except y'all plant soybeans, and I knew that I knew that they were in some areas that they were paying the farmers to do soybean, and and in Idaho or South, they pay the farmers for potatoes and stuff. Nebraska, corn. You know what I mean? Kansas and stuff. If wheat.
Yeah. Actually, years ago, Bush, the the uh the bush beans,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
they paid my papa to plant to do to do beans for them.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. And I know there's some farmers that just they grow their own crops. And, there used to be a guy out in I think it was either Iowa or Utah, and he grew watermelons, and that was his crop. You know, he he uh, he sold them to the co-ops, and they have shipped all over the country and everything. But he did that on his own. He did that without any government help. Just like they used to have Idaho potatoes, roasted potatoes. Who knows what? And now with everything being the way it turned out for a few years before this came along, I just didn't know if they had did that, because I know they still do it with some dairy farms. They won't allow them to do any crop or anything. They just have to do dairy products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So,
I like Bush's beans too, Roy and Becky.
But some like the milk thing that happened here a couple of years ago, where everybody got to panic about milk. All of a sudden people didn't want to buy milk, and the poor old dairy farmers, they couldn't even trade their cow off for anything else, because
Yeah.
it just, so that's why I was asking about that. I didn't mean to really pry or anything, but I just find it interesting that stuff like that goes on.
Yeah.
Especially with the wheat and the barley, and I can't even think of what it was. I know there's 3 or 4 kinds of wheat in there.
Well, yes, there is, but the kind we grow is winter wheat.
Okay. See, is that like the straw and the hay thing?
No. Basically, what it is, you plant it in the fall. It stays in the ground. The seed stays in the ground, even when the snow is on the ground, and it don't come up until spring.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is that like wheat they use in flour and stuff, or is that wheat like they?
Oh yeah. Some people actually feed their livestock wheat, but some don't.
as far as that.
Some feed their livestock oats, but some don't feed their some others don't feed them oats. And like others feed the livestock Milo, and others don't. It just depends on what the rancher wants to actually feed the livestock.
Right.
Now there's some around here that actually does the farming and ranching.
Oh. Okay.
I know this one guy. He his son told him years ago that he wasn't going to grow the crops. He was just going to do ranching. Well, the guy actually, when he planted this one crop, when he planted oats, he raised that to actually feed his animals, his livestock.
Yeah.
And then on the another crop, which was he used to do soybeans. He probably still does, really, but he had he raised soybean. He grew soybeans, and he would sell that crop, but he wouldn't sell the oats. He would feed his livestock oats. Cause he raised cattle and chickens for eggs, you know, and that's all he.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you. Give me the lowdown on that.
Now there is a paper that comes out every so often. It's called the High Plains Journal.
High Plains Journal.
High Plains Journal. That my papa actually he got that paper in the mail here recently, but he's just been subscribed to that paper for many a year.
Yeah.
Many a year. And my son, oh boy, he goes through that paper with a fine tooth comb before my papa even gets to read one article in it.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, my son he likes to read, but he likes to read farm magazines.
Yeah.
And and there's a newspaper that comes out once a week that he reads.
Okay.
But he won't. There's like other stuff, unless it has to do with farming or cars or farm equipment. He ain't. Besides the local newspaper, he ain't gonna read it.
That's about the same way with me. I've never been a big fan of something unless it's something that I'm interested in. It has to be something that interests me. Like, for example, cars. If I read something about cars, I can talk to you all day about cars, couldn't I?
Yeah, well, cars in the Bible, right?
Cars in the Bible. And I like to read National Geographic magazines too. I do like
some of their articles about travel.
some of the articles about travel and and things like that. But and every now and then, I like to pick up a newspaper to see what's newspaper kind of something in the newspaper kind of catches my attention. But other than that, I don't care much for reading.
All right. This book is, if you can tell what this is, it's basically it's a Sudoku book.
Yeah.
All right. The puzzle I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But that newspaper that comes out every week, it's got one of these puzzles in it, and I will do the puzzle, and that's all I do. That's all I have to do with the newspaper.
Oh, you
I
like
the Sudoku. Yeah, I like the Sudoku puzzles.
I never could understand how that would work. Sudoku, I never did care much for those. Now my dad, he likes to do those variety puzzle books that you can get, and it's got different.
I like these, and there's these ones that kind of look like a crossword, but this is a fill-in number.
Yeah,
like all down here.
I like to do those fill-in puzzles and
like numbers down there. You figure out where the numbers go in that puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sudoku.
Yeah, number fill-ins and Sudoku and word fill-ins.
Yeah.
But I'm not very good on crossword puzzles though.
Do you do the jumble?
The jumbo? Is that what he said?
Yeah, the jumble.
The jumble.
No.
Well, you have to figure out what the word is.
And
then you put it in the blanks. And then there's certain blanks that are marked. And you go down to the question. And you got to figure out which letter goes in what blank to answer the question to the puzzle.
No, I haven't tried that one. I might have to try that.
Some of them, they have like a little cartoon or something, and they'll have something to say, and then it'll down at the bottom of the puzzle, it'll have a question, and you have to figure out what it was that they were talking about.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets pretty interesting because you gotta kind of figure out what the jumbled letters are.
You gotta figure out what the jumbled letters are.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do those. What is that, Kenneth?
That is tea with lemon. I added my own lemon to it.
Speaking of tea,
it's Food Club brand. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of just plain tea by itself. It's gotta have either lemon or peach or raspberry or something like that before I'll drink tea. Because I've tried just plain sweet tea and plain unsweet tea, and it's
Oh, I started putting honey in my tea.
yeah. I don't think I've tried that, but I've tried honey and coffee together, and I don't think I like that too well either. Do
I like to I do the honey in my tea. What it is when I'm making tea, when I'm making tea, I put it in the what do you call it? I put it in a jug. I put it in the jug, and I take like something like kind of like this, or like that. This is what I've done that, but I put it in the jug. I put my tea in. I stir it up real good, and I leave it out for a little while, and then after I done that, I will put it in the ice box, and because I'll let it cool down before I put it in the ice box.
Yeah.
You make you like some tea popsicles, tea and honey popsicles, or tea and honey icicles.
Do you make like tea and honey popsicles or icicles or something like that?
No, I just put it in the pitcher, the tea pitcher, kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then and after I run the tea through the coffee pot, which I make tea in one coffee pot, and that's all that pot's for, is making tea.
Yeah.
And I have a different one that I make coffee with.
Yeah.
So so I make it. I'll let it run through there for a little bit. Now, when it's done doing that, I will put it in a jug, and then I will put the honey in the jug and mix it up. And after that, maybe I'll make a video about it one day. But after I do that, I lay it out for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then I put it in an icebox.
Okay.
And this is the time of day I usually do it. I usually do it in the evenings before I go to bed.
Okay.
I think that's where I made my mistake with that. Is that I would use the honey in cold tea, and I couldn't get it to blend right. So I'm gonna have to try it with warm tea or hot tea and see if I can get it to blend better.
What I do is I leave it out until it actually cools down. Until the tea cool down.
Yeah, I know, but I
mix the honey in there. When I mix the honey in there, it's still hot from being
right.
From the coffee going through the coffee pot.
Yeah. I didn't even be honest with you. I didn't know.
Hot, and then I'll leave it out for about 10 or 15 minutes until the honey until the pitcher is still warm, but you know, but
Yeah.
it's been out for 10 or 15 minutes out of from done. But it's still warm, but it's not cold. And then I will, after about 10 or 15 minutes, I will put it in the ice box before I go to bed. I don't, cause I'm not like a night owl, but I'm not like a morning person either.
Right.
You know. See, by this time every day, I'm usually
Yeah.
in bed. I'm just up a little later than I usually am.
So it's 1:16 there, right?
Yeah.
And it's 2:16 here.
Yeah, I'm just up a little later than I usually am.
Mm.
So are we.
Yeah. I
Oh, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Too early.
All right. Like the tea is still hot, and I'm fixing to add the honey to it.
okay. I be honest with you, I did not know you could make tea in a coffee pot.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I started doing that when I asked my uncle. I said, "Uncle, how do you make tea?" And he told me how he done it.
okay.
So I started doing that.
Hmm.
He's always had the instant tea.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah, when we're out, when we don't have the liquid tea, like in town Derek a few years ago, I would buy the instant tea, and in a jar,
Yeah.
and that was the only way Kenny had tea. Was the instant tea. I've never actually made him brew tea.
Well, Kenny, or
Yeah.
Kenny, what you do is, you know where the filter is in that coffee pot? You know where the filter
Yes.
goes?
Yes.
All right. What I do is I put 4 tea bags right there where that filter goes. I don't put the filter in there. I just put the tea bags in there.
Yeah.
I know what my next video is going to be. I'm going to make tea. Well, maybe not my next video, because my next video is going to be tomorrow. But the one after that, I'm going to make tea. I'm going to make something different.
Okay. So
I can't think of a time that I've ever made him brew tea.
Well, if you got a coffee pot, Kenny can do it.
Oh yeah, I know how to do it. I just never have for him.
yeah, I'm a big coffee and
Coffee and water mostly.
coffee and water mostly.
While we buy the gallon of tea.
Once in a while we buy the gallon of tea, and once in a great while I might have a soda, but I don't drink much soda.
I don't drink no soda.
But we drink a sugar-free type.
If I drink any soda, it's usually the zero type, like the zero Mountain Dew, zero sugar,
0
calories, and stuff like that. Yeah,
all right, this is right there is the tea. It will sit out for about 15 minutes from now. So about 1:35, I'll put it in the icebox.
Okay. Yeah.
It will cool down. I noticed if you put it in the icebox right after you make it.
Good night, Scott. Thanks for coming on.
It won't do very good.
You're welcome here anytime, Scott. And yes,
Yeah.
I was looking at your comment. Yes, that would be
Good
cool
night,
to do headers with me. I appreciate it. I wish you were closer. Yes, I've always wanted to be able to meet all you YouTubers that I've seen on my channel and things in person. So it'd be tough to do though, but
from all around the country.
so, but maybe one day we'll get to see each other.
When we all get to heaven.
Yeah. I'd like to get that comment off her now.
Go to the next one.
Yeah.
Well, next time I go to the grocery store, I'll buy her some Lipton bag tea.
There we go.
And I'll give that a try.
Well, that's what I use Lipton bag teas. The family size.
Family size?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like Lipton, and there used to be something called Headley, but I don't know if they still make it or not.
I haven't seen it.
It may just be a local brand.
Yeah.
Oh, I like to go to those Amish stores and.
To the what?
I like to go to those Amish groceries.
Oh yeah.
And buy stuff there. Actually, I bought some of that honey at one of those Amish groceries.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know if it still operates or not, but I know up in Bluffville up here, where Kenny goes to school at, I know they've got they used to have an Amish market there, but I never did purchase anything from it. In fact, I didn't even know it was there for years. One day we were passing by and I saw, and I've been meaning to get back up there just to see what all they've got. Because I like their Amish cakes and pies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Because we got
we have a few Amish places here, and I like to go to one of those. They have like a little restaurant just north, the county north of here, and and I like to go in that restaurant and eat sometime, and they make real good food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a lady at our church.
One of our sisters.
One of our sisters at our church. She makes Amish fruit cakes, Amish banana nut bread, Amish zucchini bread. You know,
Amish candy.
Amish candy. And boy, you talk about good stuff. It's like heaven on earth.
Kills my diet, but oh Lord.
It kills Dad's diet.
And she makes some of the best no-bake cookies I ever eaten in my life.
And these no-bake cookies, they aren't these little rinky-dinky things. They are about
Size of my hand.
they're about this big around. No-bake cookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes a chocolate fudge flavor and a peanut butter flavor.
What it is? What it is? She makes a peanut butter one, and then she makes a oatmeal chocolate one. And I got this one you know, we sell a lot of that stuff for the church. And I got this one customer, that's all he ever wants is the chocolate no-bake cookies, and he orders about 10 to 15 of them at a time. And you can't beat them because they're only, I think they're only like $1, isn't it?
$1 a piece, yeah.
$1 a piece. And so yeah, that's all he ever wants. And she makes these fried pies, like apple and cherry and blueberry fried pies.
You got me smacking my lips together, hurt my jaws.
And she goes to these auctions and yard sales and tries to sell them. And but she made about 250 one time, and before she got out of the car, they were gone. They were standing there. People were standing there at the door waiting for them because they knew what she had. And before she got out of the car, she had every one of them sold.
Yeah.
Of course, with this pandemic we've been having, we've not been able to do anything like that this year. She even makes this around Easter. She makes those peanut butter, milk chocolate, and peanut butter white chocolate Easter eggs. And you know, one of those pint containers that you can get strawberries in and stuff when you buy them in the store and stuff. It's got a lid. Well, that's how big those eggs are. One egg will fit that entire container, pint-sized container. And
wow.
She makes peanut butter, milk chocolate, peanut butter, white chocolate, and she also makes coconut milk chocolate, coconut white chocolate. But
the thing about it is that we sell them for $5 each, and all the churches around us, they make them half that size, and they sell theirs for $5 each. And the people ask us, when y'all gonna get them made? We get tired of paying $5 for these little Ricky ones. Yeah.
So yeah.
Stuff like that. And same way with pies, all that stuff.
No, we're about the only church in the area that I know of that keeps everything
About the same price.
Just about the same price every year. We don't change it.
Yeah.
But yeah, people this year, because of all this singing thing going on, we couldn't get out to
we couldn't even get
the illnesses and stuff, not just what's been going on in the past few months, but for almost all of last summer and fall, we weren't able to do any sales because of all the sickness, flu, and stuff that was going on. And people would call and ask us, well, when y'all gonna have your pecan rolls? And
she makes these pecan rolls and pumpkin rolls is what they are. Pumpkin with pecans is what they're actually called.
That's it, pumpkin rolls.
Pumpkin rolls. You can get pumpkin rolls with pecans or without, and they're about 12 inches long. And
wow.
About 3 inches around.
About 3 inches round, and how much high?
About 2.5.
About 2.5 inches high. And we sell the ones with or without pecans. And the ones with pecans are usually 12. Or no, 13, I'm sorry. The ones with pecans are usually 12. And the ones without pecans are
ones with pecans are 13, and ones without are 12.
Ones without pecans is 12, and the ones with pecans is usually 13. And but there's and the good part about it is that you can I'm froze on my screen.
Hey, I can you're not frozen on my screen.
Okay. Thing about it is you can freeze them, and they will keep for up to a year. And you can cut what you want, save the rest of it up, and freeze. You know, same way with the Easter eggs. And
we do the chocolate and vanilla covered strawberries.
We do the chocolate covered milk and white chocolate covered strawberries and for Valentine's Day. And that's pretty much about it.
I can't remember. I think last time
I've had
last time we did.
I've had I've had customers. I've had customers that order those Easter eggs. they would order like 6, 8, 10, 12 at a time. Call me back 2 or 3 days later, want 6, 12, 6, 8, 10, 12 more. And I'm like, good gravy, did you eat all, what did you do with all this? Did you eat all that? And I said, they said, yeah, pretty much all. So I said, yeah, pretty much all but about maybe a half of one. I'm like, good gravy. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to check your sugar afterwards.
And we had one old boy that worked for Walmart here. He bought 12 3 days in a row.
He bought 12 3 days in a row.
And we asked him, said, what are you doing with them? He said, I ate them all. We're like, why did you take it?
That's just too much sugar.
I mean, I like sugar, but I'm not all that crazy about that stuff. I mean, my mama makes it's called, she calls it peanut butter fudge. And
Yeah.
man, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
we got.
Right.
I don't exactly eat a lot of it, because I know the sugar content in it, and it's,
Did your mama make potato candy?
Does your mama make potato candy?
she used to, but she don't no more.
That was one of my
I mean,
favorite
she don't have. I mean, when I was growing up, she used to make it, but uh, and she's still alive, but she don't make that stuff no more, because my son won't eat it.
Mm.
I'm like,
And he's a, and that and he is a grandma's boy.
yeah.
He's grandma's boy. He they got him spoiled. Even being in his early 20s, they have him spoiled.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to where I can scroll over here and see the comments.
She used me as a taste tester when I was growing up. And I got to try everything she made.
He got to try everything she made.
I usually got to lick a bowl for the cake batter, the candy batter, everything. And she would make.
I'll be right back. Let me scroll. Let me get.
And I could sit there and eat a whole bowl of it.
Stay right there. I'll be right back. Hang on. Let me.
Man, Roy, they have a somewhat of over about that direction. They have like a big old huge uh ranch out there.
Yeah, and and then when I started gaining weight, people started asking me, said, "Why do you look like you gained so much weight?" He'd have bowls of batter, candy, and stuff sitting on that table, banana pudding and things. I'd be sitting there just cowering away. They say, "Oh, okay," but yeah, see, She spoiled me rotten with that stuff. And Kitty, now Kitty, he can sit down and eat 3 dozen deviled eggs at one sitting.
I can sit down and eat 3 dozen eggs at one sitting.
I mean, I can eat eggs, but not 3 dozen.
He about killed my brother and his wife one time. He ate so many of them.
I ate about 10 or 12 of them at one sitting, and he's like, "Woo! I'm glad he's going home with you."
But yeah, people, the family would come in for Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner or whatever.
Hang on, man. I'm going to go back out and come back in.
Whatever. And they'd be grabbing the eggs to keep Kitty from getting near them. We off again?
Hang on, man.
Maybe we ought to say good night. It's going to be that time. God.
I mean,
get that dog out of here and get her some water, maybe. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, but all the relatives kind of looked around, but they tried to beat Kenny to the table and tried to beat him to the party because they knew if he got there before they did, there wouldn't be no deviled eggs.
and there wouldn't be no deviled eggs.
Kenny, what happened to your grandma?
What happened to my mama?
Yeah.
Oh, she just passed away from age.
She just passed away from age. Things like that.
I was just wondering.
He never got to meet his great grandma, my grandmother. He never got to meet her.
I never got to meet. There's several people in the family that I'd never gotten to meet. That my dad has told me about, that I probably would have fell in love with, things.
My mama's daddy, I never got to meet him. He died before I was even born. Actually, he died when my mom was a teenager. Uh, Granny, had my mama late in life, and so, and well, Mama and Papa, my papa's folks. Well, I knew them growing up. That I grew up around them, and they were the best Mama and Papa I could ever ask for. They were, and Papa, he's the one that taught me how to drive that tractor.
Yeah. Yeah,
taught me.
I, I, I kind of wish Dennis would have got to know his great grandmother, or his great great grandmother. He got to know it. He got to know
I got to know my dad's mama.
my mother. He got to know her.
Boy, you talk about somebody who could cook. And she could cook too.
And then his grandmother, my wife, it's a long explanation, but she passed away just a while back. And his great grandmother, my mother, she passed away right after that.
Actually,
Or it may have been the other way around.
Actually, his mama passed away before my grandma did.
Oh, okay. See, I got it all mixed up in my head. I'm getting to be that age. And a lot of times we have to explain why Kenny calls me dad and why sometimes he calls me grandpa, you know.
But most of the time I just call
his mother was my daughter.
his
My daughter is your mother, or was your mother.
Yeah.
What happened to Mama, Kenny?
What happened to her? She passed away from diabetes. She would not take care of herself. So she basically did it to her own self by not doing what the doctors told her to do and whatnot. You know. Not taking her medications, letting her sugar get 600-700. Sometimes it would even get to 1,000 or better. And she just developed ketone.
Last 2 years of her life, she spent more time in the hospital than she did out.
She spent more time last 2 years of her life. She spent more time in the hospital than she did out.
Have you ever known somebody who actually spent a lot of time in the hospital during their growing up years than they spent out of the hospital during their growing up years?
No, not.
Well, you got a cousin David. He's been in the hospital all his life.
He's been in the hospital all his life. But
because of brittle bone disease.
He's got what they call brittle bones disease. You can just tap him like that on the wrist and break his bone. That's how brittle his bones are. That's the reason why you gotta be careful about how you touch him and stuff.
Yeah, he's another miracle child to live as old as he has.
I think he told me the other day he was like 30, or not the other day, a couple months ago, I guess, a couple weeks ago or whatever. I think he told me he was 32, I think.
32, 34, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and he lives by himself. And he does everything on his own. He's got his own house. The only thing he doesn't do, he doesn't drive. He usually gets people to drive him around. But as far as like doing your normal everyday living stuff as far as cleaning the house, you know, making his meals, laundry. He does it all on his own. And his mom and dad, they live in Nashville. And so,
he has brother and sister that live here that they keep an eye on him too.
he has a brother and sister that live here that keep an eye on him. But, you know, but he, I mean, he,
Mom and dad, they check on him every now and then.
and mom and dad check on him every now and then. And,
All right.
yeah, I've got other family that live in Nashville. And
A lot of different places. Nashville and Kentucky, North South Carolina.
about got family about
Michigan.
I think we just about got family all over the 50 states. I think just about it would.
No, I don't think they got that far. California's about as far as one back at
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
You know, we got some down Louisiana and Alabama and things, but I, you know, it's hard to tell because, like I told you 100 times, I've got cousins by my grandparents that I'd never met.
Yeah.
From his children or his children either. I met some of his kids, but I never even got to meet all of them. So, and then you know, and then all his grandchildren from that side and everything. And no children. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. In the night. Of course, it's a new day now, but but I want to thank everybody for coming on. And I want to thank all my mods for looking after me and things. And like I said before, you're all more than welcome to come on my live stream anytime.
And Miss Okie, it was nice talking to you.
Well, Okie, it was nice talking with you. And I will see you
Saturday at 5 o'clock.
See you Saturday 5 o'clock. If and don't forget. Oh, tomorrow, like I said, I may or tonight. Well, yeah, I forget
today is Friday.
Today's Friday. Anyway, tonight about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to try to go live with music trivia, and panel like this, and so feel free to come on board and join in. So. like the video and give us a thumbs up. So I will talk to you guys later. Good night. Bye, guys.